Hi everybody.
Just thought we'd touch base with you in these times. You've been seeing more of us on social media and we've had a steep learning curve. So just thought we'd spend a bit of time introducing yourself and chatting about our journey so far in Taylormade Performance and Rehab. So you all know I'm Claire.
I'm Andy.
And my background is in sports rehabilitation. I'm an injury management specialist.
And I am a strength and conditioning coach and health and wellbeing coach.
So, what does a injury management specialist mean? Well, I'm a member of BASRAP, that's the British Association of Sports Rehabilitators and Trainers. We've got a great governing body that back us all the way and have been fab in these recent times of unknown certainty. I spent my first part of my career starting back in 2003 at Exeter City Football Club. I spent 7 years in professional football, didn't I, at both Exeter City and Plymouth Argyle, working with both the youth development sides and the first team members. After 7 years, as I say, in professional sport, decided it would be time to take a turn for our next step.
So as a professional athlete at Exeter, from that time, 2003 to 2008, and then a degree in strength conditioning, and also then got my accreditation with the UK Strength and Conditioning Association. So trying to upskill ourselves to be able to provide our clients with the best possible service.
We discussed, I remember sitting down to deciding how we wanted to take it forward. We knew that as a married couple we wanted to bring our 2 lovely children into the world, and we thought that a really nice way for us to combine our skills and experience would be through private practice. So we started, didn't we?
We did.
And we thought it would be a sort of unique or unusual process to put our 2 very valid experiences in professional sport. They have such great opportunity, obviously, to be paid to look after their bodies and their well-being with all of the tools and expertise to hand, of which we learned along the way to offer them. And we wanted to offer some of that to the general public, you guys. And that really formed the first blueprint of Taylormade Rehab, didn't it? We took the leap. And if you remember, I was busy broadening my skills and experience working with the firefighter charity at their rehab centre in Harcombe, and also with the Royal Marine Commandos. Yeah. So that gave us a really nice stead start.
The Exeter Chiefs Academy.
Of course, at Beckton College, they had the Exeter Chiefs there at the time. So I started to broaden my skills rather than just being very centred to football, which really fitted in nicely to introduce the general public. And while I was doing all that, you were really busy on your degree.
So Claire, what have you learned from being in private practice, coming out of the professional environment?
Yeah, it's interesting. Loads. Gosh, 10 years, you learn so much and always learning. I came in naively thinking that I could offer everyone 24/7 care, being able to spend really hours a day working with people that people just haven't got. So it's been really interesting to try and find that motivation in people to be able to get the best out of them. And I guess I've learned different ways of doing that. And I'd say a pivotal turning point, particularly in exercise prescription, which I think is key. We spend hands-on, which is really important, all that treatment that I do, but for people to be able to take that away and really believe in it and use it in their daily life to make those changes and make them last, I guess has been my biggest point. And back when I did the APPI Pilates training, which would have been 7 years ago. It was literally just before we were due to have Jack, our first child. And it was inspiring cause, which I've done loads since in antenatal and postnatal Pilates, Pilates for low back pain, clinical Pilates. So I was using it all the time inherently in my one-to-one practice. And it wasn't until 2 boys down the line And I've noticed how much I was able to draw on my practice with Pilates and how it helped me get my body back postnatally. That really we needed, once we got on our facilities here and we were all able to be able to set the classes up. Now you know it was always a dream of mine to get those classes set up, but you always need that nudge and that push. And there was that special group of girls that we've still got today, that strong group of girls who were all of a similar life stage and really keen to get their bodies back after pregnancy. And that was the birth of our first Pilates class. And I think it really taught me that there's a community out there that we can support, and it really energises me to think that I can use my skills to be able to help numerous amount of people, from general public that want to be fit and mobile enough to do some gardening or walk their dogs or last a shooting season, to people in similar phase of life as myself, really busy and just enjoy that hour that's just to themselves working on their own body. And of course that's mindfulness in itself, isn't it? So it shows, I think, our business model, whether it's you working or me working in it, how we can feed off one another, and create that community, the Taylormade community, between the two of us.
Yeah. And it's about trying to complete that across the lifespan, isn't it? It's being able to offer that support at any stage, where people are able to access and get that support whenever it's needed.
Remember when we sat down and just checked where we were, we rechecked ourselves within the business and thought, right, what's our client base and what are our arms, we called it, to the business, didn't we? We had the youth, didn't we? Youth lifestyle and youth development.
Yeah.
We had adult lifestyle.
Yeah.
And adult performance.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then we've got supporting in the workplace, and also our elderly kind of arm of our program, which is continuing that point right at the end stages of our health span as well.
So Andy, I've just spent a bit of time talking about what excites me and what gives me my drive in the business. What about you?
Well, I think what excites me is being able to provide people with the tools to live a healthy, optimal life. So through our programs, we have a multifaceted approach to develop someone's well-being. So it's not just about their training. We look at their nutrition, because the nutrition's got to be right to run the machinery. We look at their sleep, so their sleep patterns right, and they've got a schedule. And they've got managing their training, so their training workload that's right for that individual, so they're not overstressing the body, and then managing stress as well, so being able to have tools in place where they can manage any other external stresses that are going on in their life. So we have a system that we use called Athlete Monitoring, which is an app-based tool which is able to monitor all those aspects, so that we can provide feedback on how well our approach is working for that individual. And this is a tool that's used in high-level sport, and it's also used in high-level directors in corporate wellness to manage their state of well-being as well. So we're quite fortunate to be able to use that within our business with our clients as well.
Sure, and I think the really key thing about that tool is it's very live, and you get direct feedback, don't you? Because it's worked through, as you said, an app. So if someone's at a particular part during the week of their training, or they've not slept very well, you can get live feedback on that and help to coach them via text and phone calls throughout the week. So it's not just that 1 day a week appointment, right?
Absolutely, yeah. There's that constant help throughout the week, and any adjustments that need to be made can be liaised with me and the client. So that manages their program almost remotely as well to help the in-between times where we see each other.
So I've seen you over the last few years be involved in working with that app and how you've adapted the way you work with all of the new experience that you've built up along the way. And I think it's a really unique way of working with clients, and I think something that sets you apart from other industry professionals.
Yeah, absolutely. I think having the experience of using it in a sports setting, a professional sports setting, has enabled me to then bring that into the private sector and be able to use for general public, because all these aspects, whether you're an athlete or not, are really important for your whole well-being.
Yeah, so I guess really all that's left to think about is quite how far our business has come. We've built our own premises.
Yeah.
We've done it with our young family. We're still loving it and enthusiastic. And I think more excitingly than not, it sounds like the business is about to be able to take another turn and soon start seeing face-to-face clients again. Really restricted by the looks of it at the moment, but there's areas to work on. And I guess we've been able to expand our online business while we've been here, haven't we?
Yeah. Really grateful to our clients.
Absolutely.
To continue that.
All that's left to say is thank you to all of our existing clients, or new ones that have trialled the online service with us. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you again really soon. See you soon. Bye.
Thanks for watching.